Okay, I'm Cleve Jones, and I'm in West Hollywood for a forum on building the coalition between the labor movement and the LGBT movement as we move forward during these really difficult and challenging times. And I'm here to remind queer people that our roots are in a radical liberation movement, and that the unions offer us the ability to build coalitions with communities of color, with immigrant communities, with working families, whose support we need. And I think gay people are often perceived as irresponsible and self-absorbed and selfish, and I think that now is the time for us to show that we want our rights, but we understand that there's a whole world of trouble out there, and we're eager to be part of the solution, and we want to do that as equal partners with full equality under the law in all areas governed by civil law throughout the country.
It's not just gay people, it's everybody. We're very comfortable, we're in a place. You know, all you have to do, if you believe in something, is sign an online petition, go to a few speeches, applaud, stand up, say yes, I believe in this, but you know, are you going to get arrested? Are you going to join a riot? Are you going to go face to face with the people who are being loud and obnoxious and scary and say, you know, I'm a gay person, too bad?
Do you think that we should teach like equality and tolerance in schools, in the public school system? Yeah?
It should be a mandate, because people, you know, you have this whole bureaucracy of people just like, oh, you know, we can't teach that in the schools or whatever. It's not about, you know, the whole lie of teaching marriage. They're not required to teach marriage in school or anything like that. But I mean, people have to there has to be more visibility, more tolerance taught at a very, very, very young age. And I mean, it doesn't have to be about sexuality. It's just, you know, being open to hearing other people and just communicating, going across lines. And it's not racial. It's not just racial. It's everybody. It's gender. And I mean, you're not going to get kids in elementary school to really understand it. You know, if your hormones haven't kicked in, you're like, what's a gay person? You know, I mean, maybe they should.
I think they should too.
You know, maybe they should. We have to be more innovative in our practices towards education. You know, in the way we think about it. So, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, happy to. My name's Melissa. Nice to meet you.
Say hi to everyone from Redondo Union High School.
Hi, Redondo Union High School. Rock on.
Okay. Name?
I'm Tony Cochran, and I work with Unite here.
Okay. And what are you doing here today?
Basically, I worked with community organizations to bring this event together, and I work directly with Cleve. I'm his international liaison in the United States.
Okay. And what's the organization called?
Unite Here.
Unite
Hotel
Here?
Workers Union, yeah.
So what are you trying, what's the purpose of your organization?
The purpose is to bring the LGBT and labor communities together for a long-lasting relationship to fight for workers' rights and queer rights in our society.
It's a big problem?
It's a huge problem, so it's going to take a while to tackle, but I think we can eventually move to a place where we will be able to do it if we remember that we come from radical roots that don't put up with the system.
So what is the first change that you would like to see within the LGBT society?
I think actually stopping the construction of our society around a white racist lens is the biggest thing. In fact, the fact is that our society is oftentimes constructed, our community is oftentimes constructed as a white community, and I think that's something that we need, it's a myth that we need to banish.
It's just funny to me that people kind of think that they're a different breed of people, and it's like, that's not the way it is at all. It's like, it doesn't matter whatever your preferences are, and it doesn't change who you are as a person, and I think just the pure fact, I haven't really seen acts of discrimination, like, you know, violently or anything like that, but I just think that people's thought process and closed-mindedness about that is very ugly.
Well, honestly, when it comes to our community, the main thing it really is Prop 8, and well, not just California, but the entire, you know, the entire country. Like, we need to stop discriminating against people just because they want to get married But we want to be